Hello and welcome back to 100 Proof. We are still drinking, and yes, we are working on 100 Proof vodka, triple distilled by Smirnoff. Yay! Drink responsibly.
Drink responsibly, kids. Do not drink and drive.
As in a previous video, I'm here with
Aaron, once again.
Questions, comments, concerns for me will be posted at the bottom or somewhere over here whenever I get time to put it on the link. And for Aaron,
if you feel the need to possibly reach me, then find me at aaronA@large@gmail.com. That's aaronA@large@gmail.com.
AAR or AR?
AAR.
Okay, let's say it, yeah.
2 A's, RON, another A, at large. All one word. At gmail.com.
We wanted to make sure you had that because you, like us, may be on some 100 Proof right now. So, okay. This is another section, another video. Same day for us, different. I don't know for you. Whatever.
For all we know, this could be 50 years from now.
So, this section, we are going to talk on expectations and disappointments in the bedroom. So, my thing is, I've had girls who be like, oh yeah, I like big, and I like fun, and I like to get ate out, and la 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 la. Then, you get the girl in the bedroom, and, well, I'm sorry, in my case, girl. Yeah. So, you get the girl in the bedroom, and one in particular, all I did, massage her and ate her out. And next thing I know, she's balled up in the corner, crying, and all she would say is, I never knew. You know, she's doing that whole, hugging her knees to her chest and rocking. All I did, I fed her, I took her to the bedroom, I gave her a massage, and I ate her out. That's it. She hopped up, and mind you, I was freaking out when she was doing the whole, I never knew situation, rocking and stuff. Because it was like you see in a movie, where a chick got raped or something. Yeah, I'm like, what the hell? So she hops up, she grabs some clothes, and she leaves. She's not even fully dressed. She just bolts out the door. She never, ever came back to my apartment after that. And I mean, I've seen her several times before, and she would always smile and stuff. But she was like, she can't trust herself coming back to my place. And I'm like, I'm not going to rape you. I'm not going to do anything wrong. Only thing that happens is whatever you want to happen. And she's like, if I come back, I'll never leave. And I'm like, what the fuck
is that supposed to mean?
Yeah, I would imagine that you want good things to happen.
It's like, I'm just sitting here just like, okay, were you thinking something else would happen? And
no, she knew. She admitted she knew that she was completely safe and that I wasn't doing anything wrong. Yeah. But she told me, she was like, she never knew it could be like that. And I'm like, be like what? And I can only imagine. I'm speculating because I never really approached more into the subject. But I'm assuming that all her previous experiences were not on par with what she was feeling and expressing while with me. And we didn't even get to the good stuff, the really good stuff, Cunnilingus is its own facet of greatness, for whatever your preference is. Yeah. And don't get me wrong, I pride myself, my own, tooting of my own horn, that I am great when it comes to pleasing my partner. But she was like, yo, I can't come back. And my thing is, I don't understand. People proclaim that they want yada, yada, yada. And then when they get something efficient or good or whatnot, they turn out like they can't handle it, or they don't really want what they proclaim to have wanted. What is your experience or thoughts on such matters?
Honestly, that's a very confusing situation because it's like, if you knew exactly what you were getting yourself into and you are in that situation, you would think that you would be both mentally and emotionally prepared for what would come. But at the same time, it's just like,
have you ever had a guy claimed that he could do wonders or whatever, and come to find out he was just flat out lying? Or
I've had a guy say that he could bottom like nobody else, and come to find out he had never bottomed a day in his life. I'm just like, did you just think that you just magically would be able to do that?
Now, okay. Well, before we continue, explain what bottom is.
Bottoming is essentially when you are in the more submissive role, when you are, well, not necessarily a submissive role, more as in, think of it this way. You are the catcher while the other person is the pitcher.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to laugh at that, but yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. So, clearly, those who are active or plan to be active have a image in their head of what that is.
Yeah.
Fine and dandy.
Yeah.
Okay, so what about the other way? Have you had someone who didn't proclaim yada 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 and just blow your mind? Like, oh my God. Like, yeah.
I mean, I've had some people that like, but yeah, I've had people before it was like, oh, okay, it was like, they didn't talk big game, and it was like, damn. That said, I always kept in contact with them after.
So, okay, have you ever run from the date?
No. I mean, it's like, if I'm in that situation, you know what? I put myself in that situation. I'm going to see it all the way through.
And what about when guys run from you?
I've never had that happen.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
I take it as is. It could be good, it could be bad. It's just whatever.
Well, okay. Well, from a guy
honestly,
to girl
like,
situation. Go ahead.
He's like, why would you run from me? It's like, if you've come this far, why run?
Let me. I'm expressing from a guy to girl situation. For when I'm with a girl and we're intimate, we're enjoying our time. There are times, there are methods, there are strokes to which she can't fully take. So she runs physically. She jumps and moves back and away to get away. And that, from a guy to girl's perspective, is running from the dick. Oh, okay. So, if you want to amend what you said, or is it still the same answer?
I wouldn't call it running. I would just say that you were giving them the ride of their life.
Okay, so there you have it, the ride of their life. Now
that's it. It's different for everyone, but I mean, that's just my opinion on it.
Now, bear in mind, like let's say you are good at what you do. Let's say you are good as a partner. Yeah, I've had situations, and I highly discourage. I don't like any female to go back and tell their friends about anything that we do. I don't care if I was the greatest you ever had or the worst you ever had. I don't want you to speak about it.
Some people like to kiss and tell, some people don't.
Well, no. See, my thing is, I had a girl, and I really, really liked this girl. Yeah. And I was trying to get her. And when I finally got man enough to talk to her about, hey, I like you, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. She turned around and said, hey, I heard about you. I'm like, what? She's like, yeah, my friend said, you know what you're doing and this, and this. And she said, you know what? Honestly, I'm not ready for that. And I'm sitting there like, what? And she's like, I was like, so wait, did you hear anything negative? She's like, no, everything was positive. Everything was good. It's like, you know what you're doing. But she was like, that's not what she's ready for. She's not ready for, and so she walked away, and I'm still standing there like why would you not want someone who by reputation knows what they're doing, by your own friends who told you in whatever confidence that I'm not going to waste your time, I'm going to fulfill what it is you're here to do.
I mean, I've never been in a situation like that, so it's just like I'm not quite sure how to react to that.
It's been my standing policy just before that, and definitely after that no girl should speak on our time together, when we finish, because of that. And it baffled me. Those two situations have been pillars of my memory that stand out, saying, what the hell?
Yeah.
You can't give somebody everything that they want. You can't give somebody all of the goodness that they think that they want and expect them to say, you know what, let's do some more.
Yeah.
So, and sadly enough, as a byproduct, I have drastically cut down the amount of pleasure that I bring when being intimate.
Yeah.
Like foreplay. I love foreplay.
Foreplay's half the fun.
Yeah. Well, like for me, standard was like 3 to 4 orgasms before we ever start anything else.
I mean, that's just basic foreplay.
Right. But now I have to even cut that down.
I guess some people just find that too intense.
And it's baffling me. And mind you, okay, I used to have these events known as game nights.
Yeah.
In these events, we would have pussy eating contests.
Well done.
Yeah, it was it was good times. And I lost only one time, and that's because the girl claimed that her boyfriend was doing better than me, which was a lie.
I mean, of course she's gonna say that. About
Yeah, well, no, at the time he wasn't her boyfriend.
Oh.
She was trying to get him.
Oh, okay. Well, if she's trying to get him, then
it was a whole situation.
Yeah.
But I really just don't understand. If you claim that you want something or that you prefer a size or whatever, and then you can't take what you claim that you want,
then why advertise that?
yeah, it's like girls and like what was her name? The female that we saw the video that I showed you. Arbor, Nicole Arbor. Like Nicole Arbor said,
the Barbie looking girl.
Nicole Arbor said in the Dear Black People video that you don't need all that dick. You don't need whatever. Because when you get all that you say you want, dude this big, and you're like, well, how are you going to fit all that in your mouth? Or
yeah, she was making
whatever.
the double scoop ice cream cone analogy.
Yeah, and she's like, I'm not going to do the licking scenario there.
Yeah. She's like, what the fuck do I do with this? Do I just lick it?
Yeah, so
yeah.
A girl can't take but so much. And mind you, I've seen some porn recently that makes me feel like I still got some growing to do. But all through
well, you have to understand, porn is just nothing but unrealistic expectations anyway, especially like big budget porn. That's just nothing but unrealistic expectation.
Well, no. See, I had a friend in high school. Mind you, I don't know this from my own eyes, no. But story goes that dude was so big that he was ruined.
Hey,
in high
some
school.
people are like that.
Yeah, and mind you, I went to Richmond Hill High. Yeah, in Georgia. But he was ruined since high school. So I can only imagine that girls was claiming that he was too big, even in high school, that they didn't want to try.
Right.
And I actually had an ex. She was like, there were positions that she would not do with me because she said I was too big for those positions.
One thing I've come to learn is that usually, at least in my position, gay men tend to be a lot more adventurous when it comes to stuff like that. They'll be like, you know what? I've never tried that, but I'm willing to give it a shot. I've noticed that.
Not to shade or change the way people view me, which I don't really care.
Yeah.
But there's a website called uselessjunk.com, I think it is. And a female showed this to me because she thought that I would just be fascinated to see. Because I don't mind seeing just about anything you have to show me. I may not partake in it myself, but I'll take a look at whatever it is you have to show. And so she showed me this video on Useless Junk, and I believe you just have to search Big Black Dildo or something like that.
Wow.
On Useless Junk. And there's this video of this person who takes one of those like wall attachment dildos and sticks it to a wall behind them, and they back into it and they start taking it. And at first, for the first few seconds, you don't know what you're looking at. You're just like, holy shit, this person just took like this much. And it's so impressive because they backed into it, they took it, but you see their stomach extend, like their stomach is moving because it's how big of what they're taking. And a few seconds into the video, all of a sudden you see that there is a penis, and then you realize that it's a guy taking all this, and it's his stomach that's moving, and your mouth goes like this.
Wow.
Yeah. So if you're not scarred, then that's a whole nother category. I will applaud you for whatever, but
at that point, it's just like, you know what? I am impressed. That's all I can say. I am impressed.
But I looked at it and was like, really? Really? And she just had the biggest smile on her face. Yeah, it was, yeah.
I mean, that just makes me think of this one thing that I saw. Is this picture that I've seen circulating around on Facebook, and it's one of those big ass dildos that have like suction cup at the bottom that attaches to like a wall or whatever surface you're using. And apparently they had used that so hard they had ripped a chunk of their wall out with them. And at the bottom of the picture it says, "Oh fuck, Dad's gonna be so pissed when he comes home."
Wow.
I'm just like,
wow. So, but okay, so because we kind of got away from the issue. The issue is people set these expectations and hopes and dreams of getting X, Y, and Z.
Yeah.
Or they'll claim, "Oh yeah, I can take this, and this." In my personal experience, the people who can take the most dick are the thin chicks and the short chicks. Like, you're 4 foot nothing, she can take that. And you're really thin chicks. I don't know how or why or where they put it, but they can take it. I had an ex, she made me feel bad a little bit because every other girl I dealt with, thick girls and everything else, I got them running halfway across the room. One girl, we literally scooted. We started over here, and we ended about 20 feet over there. Had to get up and turn around and reset like the old typewriter. It was like that. Like we going, and we literally, and oh man, rug burn stuff was horrible. But I got with her, and I swear before all belief, she was like, yeah, and mind you, I was her first. So she was like, yeah, more. I'm like, the fuck? I don't think I have more. Like, she was taking it like that. Damn. I'm like,
she sounds like a freak.
No comment, because she's gonna see this, and I don't want issues. So yeah. She's a wholesome girl. She
hey, you know what? That just makes me think of something. I can't remember what movie it was from, where the mom was talking to her daughter, and she was like, "You know what they say about Greek women? We are lambs in the kitchen, but we are tigers in the bedroom." And then the daughter's like, "Mom, please tell me there's more to the story."
So, and mind you, please believe, I definitely found a way to end up pleasing her. Like, yeah, we still to this day, even. We just made jokes about it last night, and this is years ago. I'm actually friends with all of my exes, with the exception of my ex-fiance, and I'm somewhat decent with the mother of my son.
Okay.
Notice I did not say baby mama, because I do not have a baby mama. I have a mother of my son. I will not disrespect her by calling her a baby mama. That's bullshit.
I mean, as long as you can maintain a cordial relationship, that's what matters.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Anyway, so, because this is not the topic that we're in.
Yeah, we're like drifting.
Yeah.
A little bit. Thank you, Smirnoff.
Yes. Smirnoff, triple distilled, 100 proof. 100 proof for the 100 proof videos of, yeah.